Okay, so I want to make these videos to help teachers out with PARCC for this year, 2017. And I just went over the grade 3 practice test and I saw a huge improvement from PARCC with just some minor features that really would make PARCC much more accessible for students and easier for them to complete throughout the assessment. So I just went over third grade, but let me go back and go to fourth grade now and see if it looks any different than third grade or it will be the same. So I will also be thinking about how those third graders from last year are now fourth graders and see if they will be familiar with these features. So let me go to test prep on parc.pearson.com and go to the practice test, and I'm going to go to the ELA for grade 4. And what's really nice this year is that they have all 3 unit test examples. They also have a paper one and grade 4 resources. Check out how cool these resources are that Pearson has put out. So, for example, they have the answer key for teachers to see. You can print that out and see how they align to standards right here. Even with the drag and drop, everything's there. What also we can see is the paper-based test and a rubric. So grade 4 to 5 ELA rubric. And it actually tells you how they get, 4 points, 3 points, and so on. This is very cool and very, very useful to see. As we see up here, it's still standard from July 2015. So this was altered not this summer, but the summer prior to. But let's dive into the 3 units right now and see how it's different. I'm very excited to show you the one way. So let's click on computer-based unit 1. Your students can go on to parc.pearson.com and go through these to practice and see how they will be with skills on the computer. So I'm just going to start the test now and start section after the directions. Now let's just spend our time right up top here. Right away on review, it lets me know what questions are not answered, if I have any bookmark questions, just like last year. This was a huge improvement from the first year where it allows the students to easily identify what questions they still have to answer. We also have the bookmark is back where they can bookmark a question instead of, being known as flag, they're going to bookmark it and the student knows, oh, that's a question I have to go back to, and they can unbookmark it. So that's sweet. Once again, we have the pointer, which will select our answers. The answer eliminator, which I've always been a huge fan of. So to help students like clear up and figure out what answer they want to take. And also the notepad. Watch how cool the notepad is. If a student wants to gather their thoughts, they can just type in the notepad and they can actually drag it around. So it may be in the white here, but they can drag it over and still scroll down on the screen. So look how cool that is. That is pretty neat to see, and that will definitely be useful for the students. Now, a few things this year. As students highlight, they do have only the 2 options of the colors. They can make it blue or they can make it pink. So let me make it pink. Or if they want to unhighlight something, they're just going to highlight it with their mouse and click on the white box with the red line, meaning that it's going away. Now, what else can we show you here? So if I go to the next question, it says select 3 phrases. So if I scroll through this, is there any videos? I did not see a video in grade 3, but we'll check grade 4 and see if there's any as well. So we select them just like before. This should be the same story. Now, just as a little note, the notepad does not travel from one question to another. If I click on the notepad, the student's information is not there anymore. So it is specific to that question. Let's go to question 5. Everything seems very similar to grade 3 and the previous year. The student can drag and drop. Let's go to over here. Now, here's the part that I'm excited to tell you about. Get ready. Get ready for this. So, hello, my name is Steven. You can find me on Twitter at stereo. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is we can always bold, so I can highlight and I can bold right here. Okay, oh, forgot the 8 and the period, so let me do that. I can do italics, underline. If I want, I can do bullets, numbers, undo, redo, and a new button, a spell check button. Watch how cool this is. So you will see that I did spell some words wrong on purpose, but I do want to see if it will pick up Twitter. So let me do spell check. Wow, I'm impressed. So watch, we do spell check. They do it real quick, and I see the squigglies. And as the student, I would just click on it. Now, should this be NAM? Should it be name, am, Sam, Neil, Ram? Or can I mark it as correct? So the student can easily change it to name. Hello, my name is Steven. You can find me on Twitter. So let me click on it. And oh, wow, yeah, so they do recognize all the tech giants. So Twitter's there. Twister, huh? That could have been Twister. But I'm just going to put Twitter. Wow, that's really, really cool. I'm so impressed with the spell check on here for the students. So that's a huge help for them. Let me go forward. Let me scroll down. So no videos yet. Very interesting. No videos for grades 3 or 4. Oh, interesting. I haven't seen this type of question. Drag 2 traits that describe the lion into the appropriate place in the chart. Then drag the sentence that provides evidence. Okay, so it is just color-coded. I believe we've seen items like this in the previous years. It's still just drag and drop, but it does help the students out by saying what's the trait, and then show the evidence, which they can come back into the paragraphs and look. Finally, let's look at question 11. Same thing. Wow, seems pretty. They definitely have improved since last year. I'm very impressed. We have 7 unanswered, 0 bookmarks. If I click on them, it'll let me know which ones to go back to. Once I submit the final answers, it tells your student who's taken the practice test. It will tell your students you've completed the test. And oh, great, I actually got some right. So I scored 2 out of 20 on the scored questions. And look, question 7 is unscored, and it lets me know why. So therefore review, because it's probably a rubric answer. Yep, and it'll come right down here. So that is really cool. If I want, I can always print this page. If you have a learning management system such as Schoology, you can save it as a PDF and upload it to your teacher. So that's the grade for ELA. Let's keep on moving and see if it changes throughout the grades.